Be careful with what you wish for because it gonna come true. And you need to realize whatever you wish for will come true. So the moment you say anything, you say something, you will be more mindful, but not in a sense that you are you're afraid of it, but in a sense that you know exactly whatever you say is going to come true. And therefore, when you tell something you know deeply, it's already happened. Like whatever you say, it's already happened. And the way it manifests may not be what you expect. The way everything manifests may not be exactly what you hope for, because it cannot be. Like whatever you manifest, whatever you're trying to whatever you're trying to pull, you cannot micromanage every single thing. You cannot like micromanage this thing is gonna come true by this way, through this person, through this opportunity. That's just not how it works at all. So, and the other way around is also to open your horizon, to open your eyes that actually the world that we actually live in is much bigger than our bubble. That there is a life, a whole life, a bigger, a wider life that truly exists outside of our bubble, outside of our community, outside of our comfort zone, if you like to say like that. But in a way that, and it's also comforting when you realize how small we really are and how little that you actually know about something. Like you literally don't know anything. Like literally you know like so little thing about the world. And then there actually a lot bigger thing that you want to discover. It's like reading a book. When you read a book and then you notice that even if your whole life you read a book every single day, you will not able to read every book that are existed in this planet. And that is just what it is, right? We cannot, even though that we have so many things that we want to yet learn, even if we are that selfish, we cannot learn everything. So everything is not for everyone. You are not meant to learn everything. You are not meant to be good at everything. You are not meant to be an expert at everything. Maybe, sure, yes, you can learn it, but don't expect yourself to be an expert in every single thing that you learn. Don't expect yourself to be good at something in the first try. And you may be, oh, if I learn every day, I will be better. Yeah, you will be better. But you are not required to be expert in anything. You are not required to be an expert in every single thing. And don't get that pressure into you. Like if I learn new thing, I mean you can learn it just because you live it. Like the reason that you learn it just because you want to. Doesn't mean that you need to be good at it, doesn't mean that you need to earn money from it. And we live in a society of, if I learn something, then the sole reason for the reason I start learning this thing is because I can get money out of it. And that takes so much of the experience, that takes so much out of the fun. Because if we learn everything just because money, then we feel that pressure, we feel that burden that we must earn. Because if I want to earn money, then I need to be excellent, I need to be great. I cannot just be ordinary and distinct. And yeah, so don't let yourself suffer like that. Just free yourself from the need of being an expert. Free yourself from the need of being like you need to do every single thing perfect. Free yourself from the need that from just let yourself do your hobby at peace. You know, when I do my hobby, it's because I can, like, in that hobby, I can just be ugly, I can just be bad at it, and that's fun. You know, you must have something that you are willingly, you 100% conscious of letting yourself just, okay, you can just be bad at this, you can do this and then be bad at this, but sure, you can keep doing this because you love it. And that's the important, and that's the most important thing. If you want to do something, the first reason actually must because you love it. And here, by love means doesn't mean that you need to be happy doing it. There are also, it's normal, even if you love something, there are moments that I am sick of this, and that's normal, that's okay. But don't let, especially when we are still under our parents' wings, we must feel like, oh, if I want to learn this, if I want to do something in my life, I need to have their permission. I need to think about what they are thinking. I need to, you know, what will their opinion be if I learn this? Like, will be allowed to this? And especially parents, they will feel like this will not make any money, especially when you are trying to go to university, choosing a major. Most of them usually choose like, oh, go to business finance because that's what make money. But how do you know, even if you go to business, there are already so many people that are greater than it. And I don't know, for me personally, if you don't love something, like, you will not care enough to be better at it. You will not care enough to keep doing it until you became someone that great at doing that. For example, I don't like doing accounting, and in the past I used to force myself like, oh my god, I need to learn the science like major because that's what, right? Like, in this world often have that stereotype that STEM, science, technology, mathematics, are economics, mathematics, are smarter than the social, the law, yeah, there are still this stigma running around. And we now know that's not true at all. Because both of these things are very important in our life. We need both. We cannot just be all technology, mathematics, and leave all the social, all the human part of it. Because these two exist to balance each other out. If one exists without the other one, then we are just, you know, it doesn't feel as complete. So yeah, this video is for you if you feel like, oh, like I need to learn this, I feel guilty of learning this because my parents, for example, doesn't want me to learn this. This is a permission for you to just learn whatever what you want to learn, to just do whatever what you want to do just because you want to. And you don't have to have a reason to want something. Like, why do you want to go to this? You don't have. Sometimes we don't know, right? We don't know the reason why we want something. And most of the times we will never know. But what I have learned is after I do it, I will know once I do it. But I just know that I want it, and that's enough. That's enough. That's a good enough reason of why I shall do these things, just because I want it. And I don't need to have reason. I don't have to have a good reason, just because I feel like it. And yeah, so there is that. And I don't know why we're talking about this, but I hope this resonates with some of you. And thank you so much for being here. And I really hope that you are having a great day. You are having a wonderful, miraculous day. And see you. Bye.